Senior lawyer who was with the Congress party till not so long ago, Kapil Sibal, has made some statements on the Supreme Court. He is saying that there is no hope left in the apex court, a court where judges are selected through a process of compromise, a court where there is no system to determine which case will be presided over by which bench, where the CJI decides which matter will be dealt with by which bench. That court can never be independent. So it looks like that Kapil Sibal is raising very, very serious, large issues of the functioning of the Supreme Court. This is a redux of sorts of the controversy that had erupted over whether the CJI is the master of the rosters a few years ago. Ananya Bhatnagar, my colleague, is also joining us. What is prompting this rant against the Supreme Court by Kapil Sibal, Ananya?
Well, yes, we have to go back a little to know as to what has happened. So this was an event that was organized against the various judgments of the Supreme Court that were pronounced very recently, which includes the Zakia Jafri case, wherein a clean chit was given to Prime Minister Narendra Modi and others in the Gujarat riots case. Apart from that, it is also against the PMLA judgment, and Kapil Sibal was essentially speaking against the PMLA judgment and also the Zakia Jafri case, because remember that he had appeared for Zakia Jafri into this particular case, and at this occasion Mr. Sibal said that there is no faith left in the Indian judicial system, and in fact the Supreme Court, because the CJI is the master of the roster here, he decides which bench would take up which case, and since it is the CJI who's allotting the case, then there is no independence left in the judiciary. So basically asking questions over he's asking questions over the Indian judiciary. And remember that his statements become very, very important, because not only is a senior lawyer, he has remained the former law minister of the country, and he's somebody who's known in the judiciary as a lawyer. He's been practicing for years now, and in fact he has represented a lot of governments. He was with the Congress government at that point of time, and when he was a law minister as well. And these statements coming out from a former law minister are something that is inviting the flag of the judiciary, and people are actually condemning the statement that he has made. So we'll have to wait and watch as to how more reactions come in and how people react to his statements. But then a very, very serious aspersion coming in from the senior lawyer and the former law minister into this particular case. Studios.
Yeah, I'm expecting, Ananya, that comments like these from senior lawyer like Kapil Sibal are not going to go unnoticed by the Supreme Court, and especially the CJI.
Well, yes, definitely these might not be the CJI might take a view of this and might issue a statement or might say something or the other about it, though we'll have to wait and watch for that, and we shall not comment as to what the CJI would do in this case particularly. But then this is not something that would go unnoticed by not only the CJI but also the people in the judicial circle, whether it's the senior lawyers, whether it's the former judges. So we'll have to see as to how things pan out, but definitely these are some serious aspersions coming in from the former law minister and senior advocate Kapil Sibal. So we'll have to wait as to how the lobby reacts to it, how the former judges react to it, and whether or not the Supreme Court takes cognizance of this, and whether contempt is issued against him or not.
I'm already getting an update that the Bar Association chairman has already taken umbrage over these comments made by Kapil Sibal. Do you have more, Ananya, of what the Bar Association feels on this?
But yes, this is the All India Bar Association President Adish C. Agarwala, who says that these statements are completely contempt, and contempt proceedings shall be initiated against the senior lawyer for making and casting aspersions over the working of the topmost court of the country, and clearly saying and coming out in open and saying that no faith is left in the Indian judicial system, and in fact also casting questions on the working of the Chief Justice of India also. So the Bar Association, the All India Bar Association, which is headed by Mr. Adish C. Agarwala, who's the chairman of this Bar Association, has clearly condemned the statement that have been made by Kapil Sibal, and we might see that more and more reactions come into this, and more people would now react to as to what Mr. Sibal has said into this particular way.
Okay, we're getting a response actually from Adish C. Agarwala, chairman of the All India Bar Association. Let's listen in.
The statement of former Union Minister for Law and Justice, Mr. Kapil Sibal, lamenting that he has lost hope in the Indian judiciary is contemptuous. The courts decide cases by applying law to the facts presented by cases before them. They owe allegiance to the Constitution of India and none else. Criminal cases which were instituted by the then governments as a political witch hunt, where detailed investigations have been carried out but failed to disclose any evidence, had to be given a burial. And if that has happened, no fault can be found with the judicial system. Courts are not to deliver judgments hanging people just to assuage the feelings of a certain community. The robust system is insulated from statements that is influenced only by the law. Kapil Sibal is a seasoned senior advocate and has been the president of Supreme Court Bar Association.
Let me go back across to